Hi, hello, welcome. This is gonna be a little different. I've seen a lot of people do like their weekly reading vlogs and what people can realistically read in a week. And I am aware that my realistically reading books isn't realistic for anybody else because right now I have nothing to do. I mean, that's a lie. I have some work to do. But I would say that I realistically read a lot more than other people might. So right now it is 7 p.m. on a Tuesday night, and I just finished my last read, and this might not be the perfect timing to start this video because I literally just finished the book. I'm gonna take you along for 1 week, and we'll just see how much I read. I am not sure what I'm gonna be reading. I'm not sure how this is working. I am planning on reading every day. I'm just not setting myself like a page limit. I'm just gonna read however much I feel like reading. Funnily enough, I am still reading the same book that I read when I last talked to you. This is still A Death of a Bookseller. I am enjoying it. It is very slow for a thriller. There's nothing really happening right now, and I'm 60 pages in. So let's get reading, I would say. The thing that bothers me is that there's nobody died. Nobody's died yet. Everybody's still alive. And Roach is just extremely obsessed with murder mysteries and with serial killers. Like, that's it. And they're just at this bookstore, and it feels just like general fiction rather than a thriller. Okay, also the chapters are extremely short. Like, these are like 3 pages, like 2 or 3 pages per chapter. I'm on page 110 now, and I would say it's getting better, which is weird, but it is getting better. For some reason, the fact that you can't relate to either of those characters is making it more enjoyable. It's going nowhere. Nothing's happening. Like, I don't know what's supposed to happen. Like, there's a relationship now, but it's late at night, so I think I'm just gonna continue reading until I fall asleep, and then read in the morning again. I have a doctor's appointment though, so I can read on the way to the doctor's appointment and while I'm waiting for my doctor's appointment. I am waiting on the bus right now. I just packed up. I picked up a package, and then I also went to the bookstore, and I also got my like my medication for my allergies. I picked up this book, The Agathas, at the bookstore, and I'm like 64 pages in. And this honestly feels like Riverdale in the best sense ever. Like, first season Riverdale, when it was still alright, and when there was no magic. Also, just in case you're wondering, yes, the receipt is blue, and it is my bookmark, because I'm not a psychopath. This is much more fun. There's things happening. People are dying. This is fun. I'm back in my bed. I have read another few pages. I'm now on page 112 of The Agathas. I'm enjoying it a lot. It really gives me the vibes of like Riverdale meeting A Good Girl's Guide to Murder and then putting them together and figuring stuff out. So I will definitely be continuing to read this today. How can people look cute with face masks? Like, I look like an Oompa Loompa. Face masks, great time to just read. Because what else are you gonna do? It's almost midnight. I am going to read a little bit more of The Agathas before going to bed. I'm on page 116. Did I tell you that already? Can you tell that I'm really tired? I did, however, perm my eyelashes. The only thing I have to do now is actually like dye them, because they are very blonde. But yeah, I'm just gonna turn on my nightlight and just read maybe like another chapter or two before going to bed. I always do that. I like reading just as like a ritual to calm down at night and as like a way to not have my phone on before I go to bed. I'll be going to bed now, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so, hi. I don't think I've seen you at all today, even though I'm wearing the same thing as I was yesterday. But it is now Thursday, and I read a little bit on the bus this morning when I was on my way to therapy, and then I didn't read anything for the rest of the day because I had stuff to do. But I am now going to, wait a second, ugh. I'm going to continue reading The Agathas. I am on page 130, so I didn't get anywhere. But I feel like I could finish this tonight because I don't have any other plans for tonight. So I might just do that. Yeah, I'll keep you updated once I read. But I do plan on reading now, at least a few pages. Okay, I'm currently sitting in bed watching a Netflix movie for the 10,000th time. It's so dark here, but I'm just gonna show you like the rain. We are getting our first rain in like weeks here, and also a thunderstorm. It's so cool. But if you are very sensitive to light and flickering light, please skip the next 10 seconds. Showing you on my face won't do anything because it's currently, let's see, 1:49 a.m. I should definitely charge my Kindle, but I'm like 33% into this book. It is a single dad mafia book that I've just started. What's it called? Broken Whispers. Probably because she is a mute ballet dancer. But yeah, that's what I'm reading right now. And it's the middle of the night. It's raining outside. And I'm just sitting here reading this book and I'm enjoying it so much. It's raining inside my window. I need to close it. Okay, so I just turned on the light. The thunderstorm outside is giving me everything, but I'm way too awake to do anything but read. I'm currently at 79%. It's 2:43 a.m. I am extremely awake. I have oil in my hair and on my face. And I am reading this arranged marriage, mafia, romance, single dad thing. The thunderstorm outside is still loud, but I'm so glad that it's finally like raining. 11 minutes past 3 in the morning. I just finished this book. I'm gonna give it like a 2 stars rating. Like maybe it would be probably 2.5. Like it wasn't bad, but it also wasn't good. And definitely not good. I think I'm gonna go to bed now. Because it's late. I mean, don't have anything to do tomorrow, but it's late. Hi. So I was gonna go to the grocery store, but my phone is out of battery and my AirPods are out of battery. And I'm not going to the grocery store without either an audiobook or music. So we can forget about that. But I'll be reading The Agathas for a while until my phone and my AirPods are like back on track. I will be continuing this, hopefully finishing this today, although I'm still not that far in. Like, I'm on page 130. It's not going great. It really isn't. They are making a murder board. I repeat, they are making a murder board, and I'm here for this murder board. They're just so cool. I want to be friends with these two. I know they're not friends, but I want to be friends with them. And I want to make a murder board with them. Hi. It's currently 9:45, and I have decided that I will be continuing either this book or this book. I did listen to a few chapters of Death of a Bookseller, and it got a little more interesting. But I don't know how it's not that fun. It's not fun at all. We just have like a stalker who's obsessed with serial killers, which can only go really terribly wrong. I think I'll be finishing this just because I don't want to be reading like 2, 3, 4 books at once. And I also have the audiobook, so if things get tough, I can just throw on the audiobook and like clean my room a little bit, because I need to clean my room. Yeah, I just need to find where my audiobook stopped. It's not that much that I have left, and I think I can read this pretty fast, because the book can be read pretty fast, because there is not a lot going on. Also, I am continuing to eat these vegan gummy bears that are called sour spider legs. I like them. I had a phase where I didn't like sour gummies, and now I love sour gummies. Yeah, that's just besides the point. But I will read this now, and I will get back to you with my progress. No. I didn't know it was possible, but the book just got worse by just one little thing that happened. At this point, I'm just confused. Like, what the frick is going on here? I'm currently on page 338. I have like this much left. This took me half an hour. Like, this book is fast to read, but I have no idea what's going on inside of Roach's head. I'm not sure you're meant to understand what's going on inside of Roach's head, because she's a little troubled. But she just hit herself in the face with the rock? What? I don't get it. And now she's drinking tea with the neighbor? What's going on? I'm not a dumb person, but I don't get this book. It's like 10:30, and I finished Death of a Bookseller. I did it. I don't get it. I don't get the point of it. I don't understand what happened. I don't understand anything. I am too small for this camera. Give me a second. Okay, here we go. No. It's a no for me. I definitely do not recommend this book. Like, don't pick it up if you see it. Okay, so just disregard the face mask, which, by the way, is really, really pretty. But with this book, it just feels so much more dynamic, and you're like constantly trying to figure out what happened, and just like this vibe a lot more than I like the vibe of the other book, just because with the other one you were like, why are they the way they are, and you didn't know what was going on. And with this, you don't know what's going on, but in a different sense, and I like this much more. Hi. It is Saturday night. I've made it my mission today to clean my room. Let me give you an update on that. This is my floor. It is not clean. These are the boxes that I have. They are also not clean. So you would assume that I at least got some reading done? No. All I did today was watch the entire first season of XO Kitty again. It's not even that good, like, but it just makes me feel things. And then I was just laying here, scrolling on Instagram for hours. Literal hours. And I wasn't reading. In fact, I'm at the exact same spot in this book that I was yesterday when I said I was gonna read and I didn't. So this is what a reading slump looks like for me. But it's not just a reading slump, I'm having a pretty rough mental health weekend. I was supposed to send out a package, I forgot. I'm so sorry to the person receiving that package from me. I completely forgot that. But that also means that tomorrow I will have to pick an activity that has nothing to do with being productive, nothing to do with anything else, which honestly in my case might be go for a walk, because that's the only thing that can get me like out of my mental slump that I'm in. I don't think I'm gonna continue this right now because this is not the vibe that I need. The vibe that I need is smutty romance. I'm sorry. I need it. So, where's my Kindle? Somewhere back here. I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna get me some dirty romance. And I'm just gonna dive into that. Because honestly, I can't deal with anything that's remotely real right now. I need to escape, and my sticker is messed up. I found it. Okay, I'm gonna read Make Me, a dark crime romance. The first sentence in the blurb is, when your best friend has been murdered, I recommend not falling for the serial killer who's responsible. Honestly, sounds nice. A one explosive enemies to lovers romance. Let's get into this one. Whenever I'm in a reading slump, I'm never really in a reading slump. I just want to read bad romance. And that's what I'm doing. I should make like a category on my Goodreads, just like for the romance I read when I can't read anything else. It should just be a category with all the complete bullshit books that I read. What's wrong with me? I'm literally reading like a torture scene right now. And somebody just said, have you ever heard by Death by a Thousand Cuts? And my head's like, saying goodbye is death by a thousand cuts. I can't be taken seriously anymore. Like, I think that's the thing with readers. You cannot take us seriously because we will sit in bed casually on a Saturday night reading about murder and then, like, gushing about the murderer just because. Just as a quick PSA, this book is not for the faint of heart. I am not in focus again. Here we go. It's not for the faint of heart. Because he is now low-key stalking her and saying that he is obsessed with necks in general. One thing I do want to say though is I like her name. She's called Harlow. I think that's beautiful. If your name is Harlow, you have a beautiful name. They're stalking each other, so he's like following her and she's following him, which is obviously not working out great, but this is fun. This is so much fun. Why am I entertained by the fact that he's like talking to a random guy who disrespected her, and he's just like, I'm not your boss either, I'm your goddamn king. Yeah, no, that's completely normal. That's normal human behavior. Like, if this were reality and somebody were to come up to me and say that, I would be like, where's my frying pan? I'm gonna have to hit him in the face. But in this book, I'm like, yes. Yes, you go, you do that. I think I know why I like these stories so much. Because they don't make any sense. Like, they just had an argument. And she spit in his face, called him an asshole, and his reaction is, I think I'm fucking in love with this woman. What? Sure. If that's your thing. Honestly, on a scale from like 1 to 10, I'm at 11 of entertainment. This book is entertaining me so good. This is so far from reality. I'm 31% in. He's just kidnapped her, like, we're going somewhere. I'm a fantasy girly through and through, so I am very familiar with the knife to throat trope. What I am not as familiar with is the gun to head trope, but apparently it is a thing, and it's happening, and I ain't mad about it. It's like 1:45, and I just finished the book. The question is just, what do I rate this? You see, this is the moment where I want to give half stars, because it's like better than a 3-star, but it's not reaching 4-star potential. But it was good, and it was a very fun time. But like, am I gonna remember it a day, like in a week? Probably not. Anyway, I am going to bed now since I read this book. I'm tired now. I'm gonna go to bed since I'm done with this, and then I'm gonna decide what I will do tomorrow. Hi, and good morning. It is now Sunday. Okay, it's not morning anymore, it's 2 p.m. But I am currently reading again. I am reading Hate Me, which is the second book of the series that I started yesterday. And they're just entertaining. Like, I feel like the sentence that I'm gonna say now doesn't make sense in any other scenario, but you can never go wrong with a good mafia romance, right? I did go on my walk this morning. I mean, you probably saw the sequence of me on the swings in my yellow raincoat. But yeah, I will be reading this now, and then I will have to take a break because I have to write a scientific report for my university. And then I might later pick up this book again. Just the thing is, like, this isn't bad. This is a really good book. It's just not the vibes. This book, I'm not sure if I enjoyed as much as the first one. I feel like, okay, this might be a little unpopular opinion, but second chance romance, not my cup of tea. Like, especially not with them. We are again having our quick 10 minutes of face mask reading before going to bed. At this point, this is like my ritual. I'm currently standing under a tree because I don't know if I've ever told you, but this is like my favorite weather. It is raining. You can't even see me. It's raining, and I'm just like outside in my raincoat, and I love it. So pretty. The only thing that I don't like is my AirPods are out of battery again, and so I cannot listen to an audiobook and I cannot listen to music, but I can listen to the rain. I do also want to clarify that I love walking in this weather. I've just decided to walk home. It's about an hour of a walk. But I love walking in this weather because there's nobody out. Literally nobody. It's just me and the water. And I like that. I made a dumb decision. I'm in the plant section of my local home goods store. This is like my therapy when I can't buy books. And I just came from therapy. But I just love plants so much. Okay, I found this one. It's just a little dirt. And it has like beautiful, I love her. But look at this huge calanthia. Like, what do they feed it? I found this pot and I love it, and she looks so gorgeous in it, but it's $30. At this point, the pot is more expensive than the plant. I could go for any other pot, but I've fallen in love with this one, and now I have to get it. The only issue is that now I have to take the bus, because this plant and walking home, it weighs a lot. Excuse me, cars. I know this is a street, but can you drive any quieter, please? I have the feeling that this plant is liking the rain. She's like, yes, rain! We have a slight problem. This plant is bigger than I thought. She looked so small when I got her in the store. But I finished the book. It is now 6:15 on Monday afternoon. I finished this book and I had a chocolate pudding. That's about it. But no, I quite enjoyed this. I enjoyed the little twists. The plot twist, you know, I've seen it coming, and like from the beginning, like not from the beginning, but it's like as soon as the character was introduced, I was like, they killed her. They did kill her. To me, it was pretty clear who did it, but I was very excited to see all the twisty-turny thingies that happened, and this was very, very it was a lot of fun to read. I'm back. I actually, last we spoke, I went on a walk, and then I took a shower, and it's been a while since my hair is already almost completely dry, and what is this? Anyway, I mixed things up. I started reading yet another billionaire romance, The Stopover. It's part of the Miles High Club series, which is a word game because their last, like, it's different brothers and their last names are Miles. So that's the story behind that. But they also met on an airplane. I'm currently 23% in. How many pages is that? 112 pages out of 518. But yeah, I'm not sure what I think about this book. I don't think they have chemistry. I know this is the main thing of the story, that they're supposed to have chemistry and that they're supposed to be like longing for each other. But I just don't think that they have that. And that's just why I'm not as invested in it. I'm like 31% in. And I realized what bothers me the most about this book is that the main character is just the typical, not like other girls, but extreme, you know? I don't know how many times she said that she doesn't care if people have money, which, nothing wrong with that, right? That's good. But like, every single other person that she interacts with is like, oh my gosh, I would like date them in a heartbeat because they're so rich, right? And everybody else is like, I care about money. And she's like, who cares if they're rich? She's just like the only person who has a different opinion all the time. And she just like, they had this weird argument and they don't speak, and they're just, this frustrates me more than anything. And the thing is, like, I don't need to read this to know that they're together in the end. Usually I would want to read that. Like, I would want to get to the point where I'm like, yes, please. But no. Why? At this point, the book is like, some parts of it are physically hurting me. And they would be hurting, like the same sentences would be less just horrible if I were into the book. But because I'm not, I pay attention to this. And it's just not it. It's not it. They're having the most useless argument in the history of arguments. Like, he said that he's more comfortable in his home. She said she's more comfortable in her home. And then he's like, here we fucking go. I mean, it's like he's provoking her, and then he's just like, I don't like him. I don't like him. He's not going on the list of potential book boyfriends. At this point, I'm debating if I should even finish this book, because I don't like him. I don't like her. I don't like their useless arguments. I think this is just like going straight into like my Kindle trash bin and just like staying there. Yeah, no, it's not worth it. I can put this in my DNF category on my Goodreads and be like, not worth it, you guys. Good morning. I didn't get out of bed. My alarm rang like 30 minutes ago. I have to leave in 20 minutes. But I am reading because I think I can get ready in 10 minutes. Sounds like a good plan, right? Anyway, I am reading Archer's Voice now. I've had this on my Kindle for some time. And I just I wanted to know what the hype was about, and I saw one of those like those TikToks where there's just like one sentence and you're just like, I need to read this book. That's what I saw. And now I've picked this up. I'm 11% into it and I'm enjoying it a lot. I think it's very fun. Hi. It is Tuesday afternoon, which means it's probably been a week. It's been about a week. I honestly don't know. I am reading Archer's Voice still. I started this morning. I did already tell you, right? I'm like 25% in. I am interested in the book. It is good. It is fun. It's not gonna be my favorite. Like, I don't care enough, but it's definitely good, and it's just different in the sense that I like it a little more. Yeah. So this is probably what I'm gonna do for the rest of the afternoon, rest of the day, and I'm in the mood to read right now, so I just will. I'm sorry, but what's happening right now? I don't like this. It started out so good and now this is happening. Like, we all know that this is like, Archer has no idea, but Travis is just a horrible person, and like, I don't want the drama that's connected to this. I just don't want it. I don't even know what to say. I'm at 58% in this book, chapter 22. Because I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. I would like to say that I just realized that these people are my age. Like, Archer is 23. I'll be 23 in November. Which feels weird because he feels so much older. Like, the way his character is written, I would say he's like 30. Okay, so the issue I'm having is because this is very the opposite of slow burn. Wildfire? I have no idea what the opposite of slow burn is, but it's very fast paced. That's it. And therefore, like, the book could have ended at like 50%, and now there's stuff still happening. And now, every time I'm like, I wish I would have just stopped when the book was still like, when everything was good. And now I am very anxious and I don't like it. This is why I like slow burn books, you know? Where they only like get together by the end of the book. And when they get together at like, after like 50 pages, I'm like, what now? Like, what are you gonna do now? I'm going to continue. I'm almost at 70%. It says I need another hour and 40 minutes to read it. I'm very emotional. I am a very emotional reader. Also, I'm getting like Twilight flashbacks. I just skimmed over like 2 pages of spice because in this book, it's, in my personal taste, it's not well done because it's like a football game, you know? It's just like, it just happens and like it's very repetitive. It doesn't change. I finished Archer's Voice, and I have to say, I don't understand the hype. Sure, it was good, but that's all it was. Like, I see a lot of people like hyping it up, being like, "Oh my gosh, it's the best." Like, it's good, but it's still just good. And I think with that, I'm actually gonna end this video, because it's been a week, and I've read a few books. How many books did I actually read? Wait, give me a second. Did I read Playing by the Rules with you guys, or did I read that alone? I'm not sure. And Broken Whispers, like, did I? Because I remember reading, of course, Death of a Bookseller and The Agathas. And then the rest were, like, Kindle books. So I definitely read both of the, like, Fox family crime books, like, Hate Me and Make Me, which were both okay. And then, like, Death of a Bookseller and The Agathas. And then I DNF'd the Stopover, because that was just not it. I read Archer's Voice, and I think that was it. I think. Of course, I cannot be sure, but I think that was it. So I hope you actually enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to just, like, leave a like, comment, do whatever, and I will see you for the next one. I hope you're all having a very good day, and I will see you soon. Bye! Here we are with the book recommendation for today. I was originally going to pick a book from the video, but then I realized that none of the books from the videos were like my favorite, and if you should pick up any of them, it's The Agathas, because that was good. But what I actually want to recommend you is The Dead Romantics. This is the favorite edition of The Dead Romantics. The original is just like the orange and the blue are the other way around. But The Dead Romantics is such a cool book, especially now that it's about to be September, and it's about to be like fall season. This is an incredible book about a like young ghostwriter author who can actually see ghosts, and it's a romance with a ghost. It's so much fun. And what I like most about this book is the way that it deals with death, and the way that death is a constant topic because her family owns a funeral home. But it's not in a negative way, but it's done so beautifully that I can only recommend you this book, Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. Please pick it up. It's so good. And with that, I wish you all a very good day. Read a book, and I will see you next time.